Hi, I'm Matt Hickey with Team USX, and we're at 10,000 feet on Mount Rainier. Tonight we try to get to the top of this mountain, but a few months from now we're going to try to get to the top of the world, and we're asking for your support. On Everest, we hope to accomplish a number of things. Putting the first active duty soldier on top of the world, helping Chad Jukes become the first combat wounded veteran to get to the top of the world, and most importantly, raise awareness for mental health initiatives.
I'm a retired staff sergeant in the U.S. Army. I served for 6.5 years in Afghanistan and Iraq and ended up being injured while serving in Iraq running combat security operations. And as a result of the injuries I sustained, I ended up choosing to have my right leg amputated below the knee. I was interested in taking part in this expedition because not only will I be climbing the tallest mountain in the world, but I'll be doing it while raising awareness for veterans issues, most especially the issues of post-traumatic stress, which have affected me personally and many of the soldiers with whom I served.
When we decided to climb Everest, we didn't want to just climb Everest and be done. We thought that we could have a bigger impact.
I'm Harold Earls, and I'm a second lieutenant in the United States Army. I just graduated from West Point. I was sitting in my barracks room, and I've always wanted to climb Everest. And I was like, man, is there any possible way that we could ever put together an Army team to go climb Everest? And so I started doing some research and contacted the Army Public Affairs, and they were like, hey, no one's ever done this from the Army. And we're like, wow, this is kind of cool. I read an article where I saw Captain Matt Hickey, our expedition team leader now. And so I emailed him blindly and was like, hey, I'm a cadet, and I have this crazy idea.
Through a lot of support and a lot of late nights, Harold and I came up with USX, this organization that we want to use to bring attention to mental health awareness and improving the mental well-being of veterans and service members in our country.
My name's First Lieutenant Elise Ping-Mevaji. I'm a field artillery officer in the Army.
PTSD is very near and dear to my heart. A couple of my soldiers still struggle with it, as do many of the senior NCOs that have been deployed 5, 6, 7 times overseas to combat environments.
A lot of people don't know that more soldiers are dying at their own cost than have been killed by the enemy.
22 veterans a day commit suicide, and 1 active duty soldier commits suicide every day. That's staggering, and so our hopes is that we can help to stop that. We can help to actually make a difference and help our soldiers, and so that's why we're climbing.
The outdoors are healing. Just being in the mountains, I feel a sense of calm that I don't experience in my day-to-day life. I'm able to revel at the beauty of the natural world around me. And also, specifically with climbing, I'm able to put myself in situations where I can achieve something amazing, I can assess risk, I can mitigate hazards, and it requires a great amount of personal responsibility and personal strength, while also requiring a lot of trust and teamwork.
I've found that my military training has trained me very well to not only to be in the mountains from a survival standpoint and from a fitness standpoint, but also from a leadership standpoint, that taking care of people, taking care of yourself, and knowing what you can and can't do and when you can and can't do it is translated from one theater, one realm to the other quite naturally, and I think that's one of the reasons we're going to bond well, and we're also going to be successful because of it.
This expedition, as well as the documentary, I think will really help raise awareness in the public that our soldiers still need help.
Through the power of film, we can bring that message to the world. We can share our experiences and our message, which is that soldier mental health is a real issue.
This documentary isn't necessarily about people suffering from PTSD. This documentary is about making other people aware that there are many people who are suffering, and if we can grab people's attention with what we're doing on Mount Everest and the reason that we're doing it, then we believe we can affect a lot of people.
I can show people that, yeah, you know what, I've got one leg, but I can climb this mountain. Yeah, I have a minor traumatic brain injury, but I can climb this mountain. Yeah, I have post-traumatic stress, but I can climb this mountain. And I'm not going to be able to tell anybody that unless we're able to produce a film, unless we're able to pay for this expedition. So we need help making that happen.
We really believe this is a big issue in the military, and we're doing everything that we can to raise awareness, but also funds to help our soldiers. We want to ask you guys for your support, whether it be $5, $10, $15. If you can't donate and you don't have the money for that, please share with your friends and help bring awareness to this great issue. Thank you.